Okay, this is a interior frame of a Heki Mini Rooflight from a caravan or motorhome. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to repair it should these blinds here become loose, should they fail to open or close. Now what happens with these is there are plastic tabs on the frame of the blind which a string wraps around. These plastic tabs break off, causing the string to fall out, and once that happens then you won't be able to close the blinds properly. What I've done with this one is the plastic tab was broken on this frame here, so I've drilled a small pilot hole and put in a small screw, and that has replaced the tab, and the string can wrap around that instead of the tab. Okay then, so you've taken the frame out of the caravan and it simply prizes off at one corner. Prise off the corner and carefully remove it from the van. You'll probably find that if this has happened with the plastic tabs, the string will be hanging down. You won't have a clue how it goes back together again. So that's really the purpose of this video. So what you want to do first is lay down the roof light on a table, and then close the blinds halfway. That's the fly screen and the blackout blind, so that they meet in the middle of the frame. Okay, now you want to take the string that holds it all together, take it out all together. Now the top of the string is held in by a spring and the bottom is held in by a metal clip. Now there are two of these strings and each forms a loop. So remove the string by prising the spring out of the slot in the side of the frame, and the same at the bottom. Prise the clip out of the slot at the bottom of the frame, and once you've done that you'll find that it's quite easy. The string will just unwind from the clips and you can pull it out altogether, and that applies to both sides. So what you'll then have is two lengths of string, each forming a loop. The top of the loop is held together with the spring at the top, the bottom of the loop is held together with the clip. Okay, so we've now removed the string from the frame. What I'm going to do now is just show you how to put it back together again. As I say, there are two lengths of string, each forming a loop, and what you need to do is treat the loop as two separate strings. Now we're going to do one side at a time. Don't try to do both together because you'll just get in a mess. So for the first one, take the first loop of string, relocate it in the slot at the top of the frame, and that's held in place by this spring here. Then you take one side of the loop, i.e. the first piece of string, run it down the side of the blackout blind. In my case here I've run it around the screw which has replaced the plastic tab which is broken off. Run it diagonally down the bottom of the frame to the bottom tab on the left hand side, wrap it around that tab, down the side of the frame again, the side of the fly screen, and then just slot that into place in the bottom slot there with the metal clip. Then if you take the second part of the loop, i.e. the second string, you run that down the side of the frame exactly the same as the first at the side of the blackout blind, past the first frame to the second frame, and wrap it around the top of the tab on the frame of the fly screen. Take that diagonally across the top of the frame, run it around the bottom clip, then back down the frame at the side of the fly screen, and then just tuck that string into the slot with the clip. So that's one side done. The other side is exactly the same. Take your second loop of string, slot the string into that slot there at the top of the frame, held in place with the spring. Take one side of your loop, run it down the side of the blackout blind, around the top tab of the frame of the blackout blind, run it diagonally across the frame, round the bottom tab, down the side of the fly screen. Now you won't be able to slot this into this slot just yet at the bottom of the frame, because the string's held under tension by the springs. So you'll need to just leave that loose for the time being, and we'll come to that in a minute. Okay, with the second loop of your string, the second piece, run that down the side of the frame again, run it past the top frame to the fly screen frame, wrap it around the top tab of the fly screen frame, run it diagonally around across the bottom of the frame, around the bottom tab, and then down the side of the frame. Now what you'll need to do here, as I say, because this string is now under tension, you need to get a pair of pliers and grip that clip, pull hard. This frame will flex slightly as you do this, which makes it slightly easier. Pull hard on that with the pliers, and get that string slotted in to that slot on the bottom of the frame. Okay, and that's it. It now should work. It'll open and close under tension, and that's it repaired. Hopefully that will have saved you about £40 in buying a new frame for this.